through, and you can see this is where it said, like, read that, go through the moment of reflection and ask for anyone if they have any disclosure.
Yep.
Read that.
Yep. Totally bureaucratic,
no-
but I think I can manage.
Yeah, there's no presentations. There's just the approval of the minutes, and then we're going to defer that.
Okay. So I call the meeting to order. Although I need to do that. The first item is a moment of reflection. Does anyone have any item of pecuniary interest or something similar to disclose? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Moving on, public participation. You've all received this. I presume I don't have to read it to you. We do read it? We should take a discussion on how to run meetings. Under public participation, members of the public are encouraged to provide the committee with their comments and questions. Presentations must be pre-arranged with legislative services before the agenda is released. Members of the public who wish to make a deputation about a specific agenda item at the meeting must register in advance with legislative services by 4 p.m. on March 25th by contacting the clerk at Meaford, or it gives the phone number. Presentations are limited to 10 minutes and deputations are limited to 5 minutes. Do we have any presentations scheduled? We have no presentations. Do we have any deputations? We have no deputations. Moving on to approval of the minutes. You've all had a chance to read the minutes. I don't know whether you've actually read them, but move that no, we're not having a motion quite yet. The recommendation is that the minutes of November 13th, 24 meeting of the Accessibility Advisory Committee be approved as presented. Any comments or?
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
Just a question. So anything on the minutes we could bring up now? Okay, I just wanted to know if there was any information on that stage at the community center. The white stage that is not accessible after we've had 20 years of accessible stages. A lot of people have done a lot of work on that, and I find that that's just it's a slap in the face to even have it there. And I realize it was donated, but it should, if it's not going to be made accessible, it shouldn't even be there. Is that strong enough? That's my rural rebel part. Yeah.
Thank you. And through the chair, I can respond to that. I have confirmed it is no longer in the community hall, and it will not be going back.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Any other comments on the meetings minutes? No? Can I call the question to order then? All in favor of approving the minutes? Any opposition? No, nobody left. The minutes are approved. Items for consideration. Terms of responsibility discussion. I do not have information on that. Okay, we are going to defer the terms of responsibility discussion till the next meeting. I think it might help the committee members to know what this is about. Can you give a brief, quick explanation that we can think about between now and the next meeting?
It takes direction. It's not.
Okay.
I think we should wait for the chair for this item. So it's not really up to Sarah and I to discuss. It's the chair's item, so.
Okay. Next are committee inquiries. Do we have any committee inquiries?
So this is where we would just ask around the table if anyone has any inquiries that they would like to discuss. If there is none, then we would just move on to communications.
And acting as chair, can I have an inquiry? So I suggested these two ideas in my own head to Alexa after the last meeting, since that was who I was told to contact. And obviously that was not the right thing. So do I understand now that in order to get anything on the agenda, we have to go through the chair of the committee?
That's correct, through the chair and the agenda review meeting. Yes.
Right. Okay.
Can we send that in writing to the chair? Like in an email?
Sure.
Okay, I will. Communications. The committee will consider correspondence received by members of the public during each meeting. I think that should say received from members of the public. To share your comments, thoughts, or concerns with members of the committee, the public can send an email to accessibility@meaford.ca. Have we received anything? No? When emails are received to this email address, they will be compiled into a correspondence list, which is then distributed to committee members prior to the meeting. The cover sheet of this list will be included on each meeting agenda. The contents of the correspondence list are not included on the public agenda to protect the privacy and personal information of those residents who choose to send in their thoughts and comments. I think that's where I went wrong. I think I sent an email and assumed from reading this that it would appear on a list of things that had been sent in. Date of the next meeting, Wednesday, May 28th. Any other questions or comments before we adjourn the meeting? You are all required to hang around the building until the ride comes for Sherman and I, which is about an hour and a quarter from now. Did I see a hand go up over there? No.
I'll say something just so I was just going to remind people that if you have an event that you would like, we have a communication sign all in symbols. Either for people who have difficulty with speech or maybe people with second English as a second language. So anyone's able to borrow it. It was one of the things we got through the grant with the municipality. So unfortunately, our original one went missing last year. So I got a second one. So we can. So if you want to borrow it, I just thought I'd remind people of that that's out there. And it did get some use last year, but mainly outside of Meaford. So it'd be nice to get Meaford to use it a little more.
Anything else? I presume we need a motion to adjourn the meeting. Did I hear a voice there?
There
I
is
just,
someone here.
yeah, through you, Chair, Mary, could you just explain a little more about what you were talking about? I don't think I was following.
Okay, just people like, well, I have a daughter with autism who does not speak, but she can use symbols. So what these are symbols that have been made for special events. So they're just on a big banner, and it sits on a table and people can go and point, like, where's the washroom, if they're not getting their point across. So yeah, so it's just there as a helpmate if someone is just having having trouble. Could even be somebody that's just having a frustrating day and the words aren't coming, they can go and ask, so.
Okay, any other comments or questions? Meeting is adjourned.